Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here back again with the BrieMaker himself, our hero, sitting at level 276. Now, guys, today we are going to talk a lot about MapleStory and also the reason why I'm switching gears from Chagaster, our main, to BrieMaker, our hero. And if you guys have been following me for a while now, you know that the hero or the swordsman was my very first character in this game 20 years ago or so. Really happy to be back with this bad boy here. We're gonna check our stats, we're gonna check our equips, we're gonna kind of think about what's coming up next, such as the bosses that we're gonna be attempting, the Hex Stats and Hex skills that we're gonna have to upgrade to get up there as well, and most importantly, do have to show you guys the Genesis weapon. I mean, look, I've been doing this for a while and I'm technically done with how much Traces of Darkness I have, so we are going to do a Virusilla solo run on the next upload most likely. So let's take a look at our stats first, and then we'll talk about everything else MapleStory related and as well as classic. And if you guys seen that video with Manji and Tristan, I mean, the hype is growing again. And yeah, I just have a lot to share with you guys, especially about the modern MapleStory and a little bit of fatigue that I have currently. But hey, let's check our stats. Let's check our equips. Combat power, we're sitting at 79, but if I do pop my FAMs, we're looking at 82.3 mil CP, which is actually not too bad for a class that I'm not even doing much. Legendary abilities, attack speed buff, skill duration, boss damage. We do have our third one here, boss damage, and I kind of drop it for some reason. So we're kind of working with some stuff here. Our hyper stats, I do have to work a little bit on that. I for some reason have crit rate for 6 levels here. It's because my crit rate is super low. I feel like the hero doesn't have much crit rate when it comes to its skills, like the first, second, third job skills. Now, if we switch gears to our equips, now if you guys have watched I think the most recent stream, the SSF that we had, I did push my sub belt to 22 stars and my earrings to 22 as well, which didn't take that much. I think we only had like 8 build left and it just happened so easily. Going with the Connor ring, 22 stars as well. The sub is sitting at only 17. We do have a Ring of Strain level 3, which is not too bad. Do wish I had a level 4. The Dawn Angel ring here we've got at 17 stars as well. Dawn Pendant, surprisingly, sitting at 22, which is good. The Bean Mark is fully maxed out. The Twilight Mark is also at 22. Obviously, the CRA gear sets sitting at 22 stars. We have decent potentials on them as well. And now the Arcane gears, these guys are still sitting at 17 stars. I haven't touched them in such a long time. Got the Fairy Heart and then Princess Snow, pretty decent 3 stats. I mean, I could potentially switch it to attack or even, you know, be potentially lucky enough to get a 3-liner. And then we've got our weapon as well here, which is soon to become our Genesis weapon. Pretty soon. I'm going to rework the potentials, and I'm just not going to be star forcing this at all, obviously. So this is for our equips, that's for our stats, and for items, ladies and gentlemen, this is potentially one that I'm very excited to show you guys. So for some reason I have 3 Rune Forces shield. I do apologize. I wish I could put this up on the market or even trade with some of you guys, but that's what I have. I do have a lot of Estella earrings. I do have the Daybreak pendant, which potentially we're going to push to 22 eventually as well. A Dreamy Belt. I mean, how many more Dreamy Belts can I have? I don't know how many more. I mean, the hero's not being that lucky, but he is very lucky with other pitch set items. I have the the Commanding Force earrings, and I do have the Endless Terror, so I could potentially push these guys to 17, but you know what, we'll think about all of that as time comes. So that is our equips, that is our pitch item sets. I am going to show you guys the Hex stats that we have. It is pretty bad. I didn't follow any guides, but I will be doing, because we're going to be pushing BrieMaker to its limits. Will follow a guide to have everything like kind of catch up on the proper way of increasing your skills. And even my Hex stats, I only have the first one maxed to 20. I have attack power, strength, and crit damage. I think this is correct. I'll have to double check that. And my second isn't even unlocked, and my third isn't unlocked at all. So I will not be pushing any of my Hex skills. I will be mostly focusing on the Hex Stats. The only problem is I'm just maxing my soul area here. So maybe I will push a few things here and then mostly focus on these guys. I think we're gonna have a sunny Sunday pretty soon with our Hex Stats, so I'll be doing that eventually. Now the other thing I want to speak about is the patches that we've had recently. So I wanted to talk about the 2-minute change, right? So that's, you know, a few months ago now. Having almost all classes to 2 minutes kind of feels like my hero has been nerfed a little bit to the ground, because the Burning Soul Blade, this skill used to be pretty good because it was with you the whole time, but now the duration is only for 20 seconds when it's mobile. Stationary is 120 seconds, that's for mobbing and whatnot, but when I'm bursting, it's only there for 20 seconds. So it has been nerfed a little bit, but the damage has been increased a lot. So it kind of balances things out. What I'm arguing about, or speaking my feelings towards this beloved character, is that he is very, very weak when it comes to DPS. Now, the burst is beautiful. When CSL came out and when Ren also came to GMS, they kind of made that all the characters kind of feels the same, right? They all have a 2-minute burst. Some classes, such as the Shadower or the Cadena, are mostly DPS classes. There's probably a few others that I just don't know about quite enough, but I'm just saying that the hero should not be a 2-minute class per se. It should probably be a warrior that just keeps attacking. Shouldn't be focusing too much on the 2-minute burst, but that's what Nexon did. I'm kind of sad about it because I really did love the hero, and I still do love the hero a lot. But with the recent patch, like last week or so, the attack speed is absolutely insane. Now I'm gonna actually go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. The attack speed on this class is now really, really good. So that's probably one of the reasons I'm gonna put my sword right there. But if I can show you guys quickly enough, the attack speed on this class is crazy. And then if you definitely do pop a green potion, it is very, very quick. And some of you are hero mains, or some of you do have a few mules, you definitely feel how faster this is, which kind of push you to ask, should I have attack speed on my legendary abilities? Like, should I have it or should I just disregard it? So the class does feel much, much better. The only thing again is they're just making all these classes very similar, and by that I mean the up jump. They took away my beloved skill, the attack up, like I don't know what the name was, but you could just jump up. They took it away, so now you have a up jump like just every classes. So this kind of brings me to the topic of just the fatigue that I have currently with MapleStory. I just, probably you guys have seen it, the uploads are a little bit less consistent nowadays. I do apologize for that, but it's mostly because I'm getting a bit fatigued with MapleStory. The dailies, the weeklies, the events, everything's kind of the same. They try to do collabs with animes and all that, but I just feel like it's still relatively the same thing over and over. I still love this game. I still play and do my dailies and my weeklies, and I do love bossing. And it's very satisfying to have a class that keeps getting stronger and stronger. And let's be honest here, with the recent Star Force changes and how we have more sunny Sundays every month now, it is getting a little bit better. It's easier to Star Force your items. You don't feel that punished unless you're really pushing like pitch items and they boom, and then you're like kind of stuck, because those boxes, these mysterious stars pack boxes, I mean, I'm not too sure how I can use names yet. I have so many in the storage, I just don't really think about how many I need. Maybe I just have to put down some efforts and look into it. But needless to say, star forcing is a bit better, but the fatigue is growing and growing, which kind of brings me to talk about classic MapleStory, man. I'm so excited to play that game. It's going to be much more of a slower pace, and I've seen a lot of people on Reddit talking about how the social aspect is going to be such a difficult part to bring back because of social media, basically Discord, you've got, Instagram and all of that kind of takes away the fun that we used to have by just communicating. But I feel like the community is strong enough to just stick in with the chat in the game. So very excited for Classic, kind of fatigued with the modern one. I will be switching gears with BrieMaker. We're going to be doing a lot of bosses, and I'm going to quickly go ahead and take a look actually at the bosses that we have here. So if I do remember correctly, last time I feel like we did complete Gloom as a solo run. So we are really onto Virusilla. We are on Darknail as well. I feel like I have completed Darknail by myself at some point, but I'm not too sure yet. I think I'm doing these on duos still. So Virusilla, Darknail, and potentially we're gonna jump back onto Black Mage. Maybe, you know what? If Chagasu wasn't strong enough to take care of Black Mage, besides, I don't even know how to do Black Mage, but I feel like BrieMaker's back on it. He's going to be the one taking care of Black Mage. He's going to be the one taking care of as well Chosen, Saren, and Kalos, and potentially killing at some point. I'm going to be practicing easy killing, which Chagasu still, but it's so sad, and it's just not, I don't want to say ashamed or embarrassed, or the correct word would potentially be dissatisfied with myself for not being able to clear easy killing. I mean, I'm so close to it, but yet again, I just had to take a little bit of a break with Chagasu. So that's a bit of rambling today. I do apologize, just a bit of a chatting and catching up with the BrieMaker, the patches, the new updates, everything MapleStory related. Hope you guys are still loving these videos. I'm trying to do my best to be consistent as much as I can. But hey guys, I think I'm going to be calling it a day for today. I will be back pretty soon. We're going to be attempting Virusilla and, leave some tips and tricks on my Hexa skills and Hexa stat, what I should potentially do. Even so with my gear set, I feel like the next Sunny Sunday, we're going to be focusing on BrieMaker to get at least to 100 mil CP, maybe even 150. Who knows? We might be even super lucky to push most of our items, and even with the Genesis weapon, that's going to be super huge. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up, do subscribe, share with some friends, and as always, this has been Noori. Spread your peace and love, and I'll be back on the next one.